Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 7079 in Candy Crush Saga. It's a nightmare level. We have 31 moves, that sounds generous, to take out 116 of the jelly. That doesn't sound awful, but then when I look at this, oh my goodness, I have got cutouts like crazy. That's the problem. I've got Toffee, and that's a problem as well, but instead of having Toffee dispensers, I think I just have striped and wrapped dispensers. Oh, and I've got portals. I need to bring things downward. I need to work down here as I can, getting rid of this crystal candy. The combination of crystal candy and Toffee is going to be ridiculous. But I do have bubblegum pop, and it's set to pop. Oh man, I wish I could use this in some magical way. I can take out red, which would help over here. I can take out purple, which would help here. I've got a little red here. I don't have... Gosh, if I could match this with green or even orange. I think I'm going to hold on to it just a little bit longer. See, I can't hold on to it any longer. I'm going to hit... Oh, I could do purple. Oh, yeah, I said purple isn't good. I'll take red. I'll take red and I'll see what that can do. And then I'm going to make stripes and blow things up and set stripes off. I've got fish down here as well. And fish might be really helpful on a board like this, but usually toward the end game. Because right now they can hit anywhere, and I can hit some of those places on my own. So I might not need them as much as I will in the future. Like, I would love to get the double thick stuff down. Can't. Okay, what? This... It doesn't seem like the dispensers are very generous. That's not awful. Oops, hello. Boom. What if I do a striped wrapped and it's going to set off this wrapped, which is going to open things up, set off this, which is going to set off the fish. Plus, I'm striking right through the heart of all of this really bad toffee. Maybe even before it has a chance to wend its way too terribly through this crystal candy. Now I'm down here. Oh, there's that wrapped. Can I get another wrapped over here? I can take out the toffee, and that's good, but it's not one of the requirements. As long as the toffee isn't blocking things, that's not my main objective. The problem is I don't have any better move, and it does help, even if it's not the end goal. Yeah, let's open this up and see what happens. I need to get this to change, and I cannot. Okay, we hit some... Oh, here we go. Here's the wrapped. How do I get them together? How do I get a wrapped? Wow, you know it's bad when we're this far in and we're still having reshuffles, but hopefully this is going to do something. Oh, shoot. I don't know why I was thinking that would slide this way. I can see that there are these portals. I knew which direction things were going, or I should have known, and my brain just got fooled. That doesn't help the way I want it to help. Nothing really helps the way I want it to help. So I'm going to work down here to try to explode what I can where I can. Alright, so we're getting closer, but we're too far away. But, you know, close is still close. On a nightmare level, we can at least see where the problems are, and predictably they're in the corners in this area with all of the cutouts that was harassed by first the crystal candies and then the toffee. Not surprising in any form or fashion. So what I'm going to have to do is really try to measure how the wrapped and striped might come together with each other and with themselves, so that we can have a big impact. And hopefully, if I'm lucky enough to get another color bomb, it'll be a little bit later, and or when I have the opportunity to pair it with something else. So I'm going to pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially, but once I solve this, I will come back through and narrate everything for you. Okay, here we go. We know we want to get low to the ground as best we can. We want to take out any toffee that's going to be in our way, which is basically most of the toffee. I don't want to drop it down, but at least I put a wrapped candy next to it. So it's in that little cubby at the base that I'm going to have to attend to. So I'm bringing down these wrapped and these striped, trying to make progress here. And I want to prioritize the corners, the edges, right? So if I can, I want to make moves that hit those edges. Ooh. Or like the row here that's going to be difficult to reach. Make some fish to help out, although I have a sad tale about fish to tell you in the future. Well, that's not great. I'm going to try to set up, there we go, striped wrapped combo. And again, I'm prioritizing that edge. I'm pulling it all the way over so it hits that left-hand side. So doing a fairly decent job now of clearing things out. All the top is cleared out. Ooh, I wish I had a combo, but at least I have a couple of wrap to help. And let's clear that out. 2 layers. All right, gonna make a striped wrapped. Yes, beautiful. And now I've got the fish. I've got one more fish. I've got a double thick jelly down here that I'm very worried about. What if I should have used the blue. I should have used this. Because now I can set off this, oh look, I've just got that. If I set this off, if the fish comes over here, I've got 2 fish, beautiful. They targeted right where I needed them to target. It was very difficult for me to be in a position where I was relying on fish at the very end, and I'll tell you the reason. So normally fish will go to wherever they're needed, and what's needed is the jelly, but sometimes they don't prioritize things the way I want. For instance, if I'm on a level where I have to collect a certain number of toffee, they don't target toffee. They might hit it randomly, but they don't target it. They do target jelly, so I was very hopeful. And I was in a position where I had about 2 or 3 single layer jelly in the right hand corner, and that's all the jelly I had on the board. And I was setting off a fish wrapped combo, and I knew it was going to target and it was going to hit. I think that it was going to hit all 3 of them or all 2 of them. I can't remember exactly how many were there. But I was fairly confident wherever it landed, it was going to hit. It was going to clear everything out and I was going to be done. It didn't go to that corner, and that's the only place it had. There was jelly on the board. Instead, it stayed in the center where I had created it, and it targeted a wrapped candy. And so I failed the level, even though it looked like I should have been able to win with what I had on the board. So the fish aren't always reliable. It's very difficult when you get yourself in a position like I was here where you're relying on those fish. Thankfully, they came through this time round, so I only faced one major disappointment. That all said, it took between 15 and 20 tries to get this done, although I would have gotten it done right around 10 or 11 tries had that first time worked. So, not bad for a nightmare level. I really can't complain about that. And that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you can, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.